What is up? Good morning. Good morning, Chris. It's me. I'm here. I was just fixing me a cup of coffee. Hey, charge it to the game. Hey, you still Watts. What's up, Mark? Mark, you ain't got a headache this morning, man. Hey, Karen Martin. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate that. You agree with what I said? Yeah. What's up, Mark? Good morning. Good morning. Happy Saturday to you as well. Chris, hey, Tilo. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Good Saturday morning, y'all. Just got up, made some breakfast. I made some pancakes and eggs and bacon um, for breakfast this morning. And so, yeah, I've been up early this morning. I was up like maybe 3 o'clock this morning. I was listening to TMC, and then I drifted back off, and then I finally got back up and, did everything I needed to do and walked my puppy and made some breakfast, and now I'm drawing me a second cup of coffee. No headache? Man, you were partying like what? You and that dude, I was laughing at that dude, and when you grabbed him by the collar, and he got like a little puppet, man, that shit, y'all were funny, Mark. Y'all were so damn funny. I was laughing at that dude and everybody that come. Then when he came past the camera, like walking past the camera, man, that was so funny. Y'all were hilarious, and uh, it was funny, man. And then he just took over Mark's live. Mark, I was saying you need to make something up. I don't know, but man, it would be cool if people know you had your camera out and everybody came and danced. I was like, Mark, my head on to something right there, because everybody seemed interested in your camera at the club. But that dude, when you grabbed his collar, and I don't know if you remember, then he fell back. y'all were a trip. And then the white guy came in the camera, and then the white girl came in the camera, and then people were coming into the camera. But when he hopped across that damn camera, I laughed so dang on much. Y'all must have danced straight. I must have watched you for about almost an hour, Mark, and y'all just kept dancing. I don't know. You don't have to write about going on no diet. I think you burnt about 20 pounds off right there. Did you know him, Mark? Krista, did you know him? I didn't know any. Mark, you didn't know any of them? Homeboy just took your camera over. He was like, well, damn, is that his phone or Mark's phone? Because he looked at Mark like, man, get up my camera. But he was having a good time. He had a great time. And I'm like, was that Don Julio Black? Were y'all popping on Don Julio Black, Mark? Because look, I don't know if that was Don Julio Black, but I'm like, y'all, don't waste that bottle. Oh my God. Then he came out of his shoes, Chris. Chris, he danced himself out of his shoes. The boy danced himself, and if Mark N did every damn dance in the century, I think Mark, the running man, if Mark didn't do every dance, I think he did the Charlie Brown. Yeah, he had a whole bottle. I think he had the Don Julio Black, and that's expensive. That ain't no cheap bottle of dang on tequila. He did the Cabbage Patch. He did every dance knowing the man was coming through that camera. Man, Mark, you say you going back out again tonight. Man, you don't need that potato diet. You don't need that, what they call that in the military when they put them boys on the diet and lose them. Man, you just need to dance and don't eat. Hey, Angel Mom, how are you? Happy Mother's Day to you, Angel Mom. And happy Mother's Day to everybody out here on the channel and everybody out here on the channel right now. Happy Mother's Day, y'all. I'm just laughing with Mark, y'all, because that thing was too funny, y'all. It was hilarious. And Mark, you got the energy to go out again tonight. Man, but you know what? I remember being young, being your age. Yeah, happy Mother's Day to you all. I remember being your age, Mark, and being able to do it. Boy, but when you hit that 4-0 thing, it's going to look a little different now. Get it out your system. Because that 40, you're going to blink. And that 40, you can be like, what time is it? I don't know if it's different for guys. Maybe different for everybody else. I know when I hit that 40, it was like 11 o'clock, man. I need to go. 12, no, it was like 1 o'clock. And you didn't get to the club till about, because, well, we didn't get to the club till about 10:30, 11 o'clock. Nothing started really popping off in the clubs down here. When like 11 o'clock, by 1 o'clock, I was ready to go home. I was like, time to go. My neck, my back, my neck, she's everything we hurt now. She's Mark ain't sat down. Y'all, if Mark ain't danced for 2 hours straight, I don't think Mark sat down. Homeboy. But that was hilarious, Mark. I enjoyed watching you have fun, man. That was fun. Live your best life, man, and enjoy yourself. Just be safe out there. Be safe out there. Y'all were lit. Yeah, y'all were lit. But be safe out there now. I see you point out the popo. You pointed out the police last night. Justice, can I get your recipe? I have a bunch, but not none are satisfactory. I have a channel about pancakes. Oh man, you know what my recipe is? A box of Kodiak protein pancake. I promise you. I do the Kodiak protein pancakes. Um, that's what I use. I don't make pancakes from scratch. I can, but my thing is the protein pancakes. Good morning. Hey, Laverne, how you doing? But you got a recipe channel, Karen? Man, but yeah, I do protein. I buy box pancake. I have all kinds. I'll be showing soon. Okay. Well, let us know. Come on, let me know, and I'll drop your channel. All that dancing I'll be doing. All y'all, all that dancing. I promise you, Mark. If you ain't lost 15 pounds last night, man. Good morning, TMC. You up, TMC? Yep. Angel Mom's in the house, y'all. We got TMC, Angel Mark St. Patrick. The content creators are up in here. Up in here. I know I saw, did I see Tilo? And I saw you, Scylla. All you guys, I see you guys are here. Come on in and listen up. Hey, charge it to the game. What's going on? Charge it to the game. Yeah, guys. Tilo. So guys, check out my video from last night. I'm gonna step scale how much I lost. Yeah, you need to drop on the scale. Hey, Brandy Wine. Hey, Brandy Wine. Thank you. 27 months. What's up, Brandy Wine? What's up? Thank you for coming by, and y'all check out my post. I post some greetings on my wall and everything. I also did a tribute to my mom with Shirley Caesar, the song "Mama." I couldn't find um, October London's "Mama" song. I like that song from October London, so I have Shirley Caesar "Mama." Uh, so y'all check out my short tribute to my mom as well. That was her college annual from her college yearbook. That was her college yearbook photo of my mother. Beautiful woman, with her pearls and things on. Y'all see how they used to dress back in the day to take their college photos? Wasn't that beautiful how they dressed back in the day? Um, yeah, that was my mom's college yearbook photo. I don't know what, I don't know if she was a senior or a junior that year. Um, yes, sweetheart, got get up early in the morning like sunshine. There you go. So yeah, and y'all, and if you got some old photos that need restoring, I'm telling you, ChatGPT will restore the photos for you. If you got some discolored photos, old photos, you just upload to ChatGPT, and they'll, you got these places that will charge you to restore your photos. If you got some photos that you want to be restored, take the colors out, the lines out, put it up on ChatGPT, and they'll restore those photos for you. I watched the video from last night, and it rubbed me the wrong way. Sorry that if I forced me to write the book in your comment, Justice, but you were right on. Oh, okay. Hey, beautiful people, say Laverne. Yeah, I just came from my heart last night, charge it to the game. Really, I came from my heart. I spoke with sad on my heart last night, and everybody, everybody may agree, and people may not agree. Hey, grateful, but at some point in time, like I said, it is what it is. It is what it is. Charge it, and like I said, and I read your comment. I did, and I appreciate it. Um, I appreciate it. People leaving the comments in the comment section, and respectful, and like I said, at some point, Brandywine, thank you. Manuka honey feels better soon, Justice. You know what? I looked at the Manuka honey, Brandywine, and I got the sunflower honey that's local. That is local to my to the region here, because I looked it up and they said try to get honey. If you're going to use honey, use the honey that is local to your region. Um, and but I didn't get the Manuka. Manuka is a medical honey. It's medical. I don't think it's. I didn't get the medical grade. This was in the store, but I know you can buy medical grade Manuka honey. So I didn't get it. It was like $20. I wasn't gonna spend $20 on some honey. You know, I spent you spent over almost $30 on some bourbon, but you ain't gonna spend $20 on some honey. No, I got a nice bottle of honey, and this bottle honey I bought. Man, I was buying the bear honey, the teddy bear honey, the regular teddy bear honey, but this raw, unfiltered local hive from Wildflower honey blend. Honey blend. I gotta look at that. Wildflower honey blend. It's pretty good. It doesn't. It's pretty good. I like it. I like it. But it's working. I get honey from Africa, the best. Wow. Hey Tilo, what's going on? Hey, beautifully healed. What's going on? See you guys coming in. Brandy Moss says, good morning, everyone. Karen Moss, happy Mother's Day. Yeah, that Manuka honey is supposed to be really good. I've never gotten anything from Africa. Justice, your mom picks says she's every woman beauty doesn't do her. Just awesome. Let's see, Justice, your mom picks says she was every woman beauty doesn't do her. Justice, awesome. Rest in heavenly peace to your mother. Did I read? Let me see. Maybe I'm reading. Says Justice, your mom picks says she was every. Oh. Every woman, beauty doesn't do her justice. Okay, Chris, that white Hennessy on the rocks had me commenting in several chats. I've been gone for 2 days, just taking a mental break from YouTube. There you go, charge it to the game. That white. Oh, you got some white Hennessy? My man is from Ghana. Okay, okay, Karen. So you get to get the honey real deal. Hey, charge it to the game. Says hi, Tanya. So I got some more content creators coming in, y'all. We got TMC and Beautifully He as well. I missed part of last night live, and I was just going back to replay when you came live. Thank you. Yeah, catch the live, guys. I mean, like I said, I spoke from the heart. Um, you know, yeah, yeah, yeah. So, um, and it's meant for me, for me as well. Um, and I'm in a better place. And again, I just say, I'm gonna keep saying it. Uh, we all get to where we need to be eventually, and I'm glad I'm where I'm at now, and no regrets. Uh, I'm just so happy where I'm at. When you get to a moment where you just can be just, hey, you where you are right now, and you can be happy, and you don't have to just feel like you have to come on and get on and do whatever at all, right? You find this peace, you find this moment, and you find this growth. And sometimes you have to just go through certain things and experience certain things, and certain things have to be allowed to happen for you to transfer, for you to transition, and for you to continue to grow, and for you to get to the next place where you're supposed to be. Because sometimes you think you are where you're supposed to be, and then God got one more for you. And so now you recognizing you're even in a much better spot, and it comes, and it's just a great feeling. I'm coming back, just as I just regret I have to. Let me get back, y'all. I'm coming back. I just have to build my watch hours back. Yeah, and come on back. Come on back, Hey, Mark says, hey, Tanya. Was just as my husband and I purchased several bottles last year while on the cruise in the Bahamas. Okay. Yeah, I heard about that white Hennessy. I heard about it. I haven't had the pleasure of but I don't know if the white Hennessy is different from the dark Hennessy because I don't like Hennessy. I heard about the white Hennessy, but the dark Hennessy burns me. I promise you, if I drink dark Hennessy, I am gone. My chest will be on fire. I can drink anything else dark, but that Hennessy will set my chest on fire and burn. And I mean, literally, I'm talking about acid reflux. It will send my acid reflux. It will send everything, and it's not enjoyable to me. But I don't know about the white Hennessy, but I just know. How's it going, Brandy Wine? Haven't seen you in a while, says Mark. Hit the like button, says TMC. Everyone, thanks in advance. Thank you, guys. Hit the like button. Yeah, Angel Mom can't wait. Yeah, come on back. I'm coming back, Justice. Just great that I had to build my watch hours. You do it again. You get it. You get it. God is good, says Chris, all the time. All the time. All the time. Uh, you tend to see things through a different light. I say no regrets. I do have some regrets. Let me go back. I do have some regrets because I wish I, at the time while I was in this thing, um, I gotta say, if I gotta have some regrets, because especially if I'm in a place of, you know, repenting and asking for forgiveness for a lot of things. Some of the things out here, there are things I probably won't forget. There are things I will not allow back in my life. There are people, places, and things you can move on, and you can forgive, but that doesn't mean you have to filter things back in your life. And that I make that decision that there be places and things and people, no, and through my forgiveness that will probably never be in my space again. I will not allow in my space again, and that I have no regrets for, because learning, learning, it was a lesson, and like things in life, the biggest lessons are the things that you just have to have that experience. And um, I learned a lot. Learn a lot. And when you're thinking, sometimes you may think you know it all, but Lord knows you get some lessons. You should give it a try, Mark. You are a fan of cognac. Says I charge it to the game. Does it feel so freeing to be away from this? Never realized how drained was from arguing with people that I can't touch. And it's so freeing, beautifully healed. It's so freeing. Um, and people probably make you try to feel that you need them for your existence, that you need them for your livelihood. And if you believe that, I don't know what to tell you. There is nobody out here. I appreciate people, but there is nobody out here that should make you ever feel that you would needed them. and you gotta take everything from them in order to be be a part of your world. There's nobody out here that can come a part of my life that you think you can hurt me or destroy me or buy me or do anything to me just for you to be close to me or next to me. No. Mm-mm. Free yourself from that. Free your mind from that, because people want to make you believe that you need them, that that you can't exist without people, that you have to be a certain way, and you have to accept all this BS and all this stuff that's going out here in order to get along, to be along, and you don't. And you don't. You really don't. You really don't. Um, and hopefully, you know. Hi, Brandon. Say charge it to the game. So it's much freeing because, like I said, we're not going to touch anybody. We're not going to touch each other. We're not really going to even come in contact with each other. Some of us will never see each other. I mean, you will never see some of these people other than what you see here on YouTube, but to come in personal spaces for that period of time, no, it's not probably going to happen. Some people will be coming, but ask yourself, why are you coming together? If you're coming together over BS, if you're coming together over hate, if your whole thing, if your whole relationship and your whole everything that you're building is based on the hate or the dislike of another person, it's going to crumble. It's never going to be real because you never, ever, ever got to know a person other beyond what you hear and then align that feeling, tribe like feeling with. You're not. The whole thing is false and fake. I'm going to tell you from experience, it's all false and fake. Okay? It's all false and fake. Learn from experience. Okay? Learn from experience. People that build relationship with you based on not truly on you, but only based on who you like and who they like, it ain't real. It will never be real because they never ever got to really know you. It wasn't about you. It wasn't about who you are. It wasn't about what you are. It was based on only your association affiliation, right? It's only based on your affiliation and association. If you don't want to know, I'm going to tell you, I can raise my hand. I learned that. At my old age, at my old age, it was all built on, most of it, not everybody, it was built on association. It wasn't built truly on me as who I am, but on my association affiliation. And it's going to crumble. If your relationship is just based on BS, truly based on who you like and who you don't like, that's not going to be real. It never is. It never is. Destruction is at the door when we are directly blinded by no sense. Directed blindly by no sense. Shake my head, TMC. Facts is Chris. Get to know people for yourself. Get to know people for yourself. Get to know people for yourself. Stop going around hating people just because. Oh, base. Don't. I can't tell people to do, but here's my thing. If your only emotions is based on somebody else's feelings, and all of a sudden you just don't like a person because somebody don't like a person, I don't know what to tell you. I can't tell you. I don't, because it's not freeing. It's definitely not real. It's definitely not real. It's not real. It's never gonna be real. Listen, I can speak on it. I can speak on it. And once you get to that point and you see it and you realize it and you can let it go, like, it was what it was, it is what it is, it'll be so freeing. It'll be like, yep, Mark checked that off the box. Thank you, got it. Lesson learned, example made of, boom, and move it. Good night, Justice in chat. Brandy, where you talking about good night? Where you at? You in the United States? Or you just now going to bed, Brandy Wine? Breathe beautiful, so we see it in real time. Yes, Justice. On to thine yourself be true. God always and yourself facts. The most definitely. So, like I said, I've been, and I've been watching the growth on a lot of channels, and I appreciate a lot of the channels that that have grown, and I see the difference in there. I see the difference in a lot of channels. Definitely, even if they were involved in somehow, it's just a whole different light. It's a whole different light. And Beautiful Heal, I think you can even attest to even your life, how things look in your life from out me looking in, and see how things have transpired with you, and how your whole channel just have just a whole different thing to it. When you come on, you look so happy. You look so, so together and so like, hey, above. And that's a joy to watch. And also Angel Mom. I mean, we see these channels, and as we release the stuff that was always a part of this just sustain that consumes some of us for a moment, and once you let go, it's just like a whole like wow, you know. Morning, happy Mother's Day to you. Up and up north with it. Up north with it. Okay, so you must be coming from the north. Oh, I'm just going to bed, says Brandywine. So much great content out here. Actual content. Most definitely, Chris. Most definitely. And it's only to what you like, right? You're going to go to what you're liking, and you're going to get the audience that is meant for your channel. And if this is not meant, if this is what is meant for me, this is where I'm supposed to be. So with the 43 people watching and the 20 likes, this is where I'm supposed to be at this point. And if it continues to grow one member at a time, one subscriber at a time, then hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Um, but I can tell you, it feels so much good. It feels so good. It feels so good. It feels so much better. Thank you, up north. So true. That's why happy where I'm at with peace, because I see it. That's why I think about it no more. Think about it no more. You have changed for yourself to move on. Yes, yes. And you can't. I gotta find that thing what my sister-in-law sent me. Let me see if I can. I can't leave the channel, but I'm gonna find it. Let me see if I got it here. Because you become what you consume, right? Let me see if I can find it. It's not gonna be here. It's not gonna be here. Because the more you consume of some of the stuff, and we all know that, what you intake, what you see, what you eat, and what you consume, sooner or later you're going to become that. You're going to start to just be a part of that. Definitely always monsters, Chris. The mask just came off, says Beautiful Heel. Perhaps, Chris. Or perhaps they were always monsters, Target. Tonya, I understand. Right out the door when the money steps in. Thank you, up north. So true. Somebody said, did I miss the comment? Let me see. Let me see. I think I missed something. Definitely always monsters. Okay, hey, Charlie. I've literally have witnessed what I thought were good people turning to monsters here on YouTube. Some people just know how to handle properly. They never existed before. Yeah. Once you step back, for me personally, And once I stepped back and was able to see that what I actually was dealing with, what I was a part of, and the whatever, because sometimes you have to stick, take the thing out of your own eye, first of all, because I say it a lot, but I also had this stick in my eye as well, right? Once you get the blinders off, once you allow yourself to see exactly what you're dealing with, what you're a part of, it's scary. It's scary to even know that I even slightly had associated myself with this situation. Because to see the real evil and monsters that are actually out here, I mean, I have to say, I had associated myself with some true monsters, some true evilness. And I had to ask for forgiveness and I got to repent because I did. I did not realize how I should have. I should have. I had no excuse. Maybe because I myself was so consumed in it. So, don't throw rocks at me like you're a adult, you should have. Sometimes we get consumed, sometimes we're a part of things, but I'm going to say this because I have to give myself grace and forgiveness also to move on as well. But to see to extent of the evilness that can go and how far it's going to go and how far it's willing to go, I'm so glad I was removed from it. I'm so glad. I'm so glad I'm removed from it. And, you know, so exactly, most of us started here on the same BS. Some move evil more even other. I can't believe the number of grown folks who will follow and fight for a stranger because someone else does. Tilo, let me tell you, when you see it, and we've some people seen it earlier, some people knew, some people never was a part of it, and but like I said, to see what I see now, I'm ashamed. I can say it's shame. I'm ashamed of some of the things that I allowed myself to even coexist with. But that's a part of me because that's not who I am. But I allowed myself, and I'm glad I'm able to get back to who I am, who I was raised to be as a woman, as a black woman. Okay? I'm glad that I'm able, because some people can't get back there because they never came. They're not of that. If you wasn't raised like that, you may not understand right from wrong. You may not know better. So a lot of people may not know better. They may just be just pure evil. Okay? You just got some pure evilness out here and may not know better, may have not been trained, may have not come up, not raised. And this is what it is. Good job, things for reasons. I made two different mistakes on this YouTube, never again. God do things for a reason. I made two different mistakes on this YouTube, never again. Most definitely, I had to unfollow certain ones just to hear them speak drains out of me. I just can't. Says charge it to the game. Chris, for real, can't see clearly now with the help of the Lord. Accountability must gotta take accountability. I ain't gonna get out here and point fingers without the thumb pointing back at me. Okay? Because that thumb, matter of fact, not even the thumb and three other fingers pointing back at you. So taking accountability first and recognizing your part in it, okay? Recognizing the part you play, no matter if people came for you and if you went for people, like you say, you may have been a victim and you may have been a person that was also an aggressor at times, but you played a part. And the only way to move on is to say, this is what the part I played in it. I don't have to do it no more. And just recognize, hey, you're not ever going to allow anybody, and this on either side of whomever side, make you feel less than who you are. Fall back to what you know, who reared you, who brought you up, who they brought you up in. and it'll bring you back. A lot of us are catching on, like Angel Mom said, good God do things for a reason. I made two different mistakes on this YouTube. Never again. Never again. Never again. And he moves you. Let me tell you what I do learn. I do know this, and this is something I brought here. You ain't gotta move, cause he gonna move you. He gonna put things in place where if you want to sit there and be there, oh, he'll make you uncomfortable. He'll make it uncomfortable for you. You're going to move. He loves you that much as he's going to allow permissible that you're going, but he's going to move around. You're going to get up. You may not like the correction, but you're going to move. You're going to get up. And for everything that happened, I'm going to thank God. Because that was my saving grace. How far was I willing to let my soul go? That was my saving grace. Everything I went through on this YouTube channel in the past few months was my saving grace. Everything that he allowed me to see, allowed me to feel, saved me. What was meant to destroy me actually saved me. What was meant to try to tear me down and try to destroy and to break me down, actually God said, hey, I got you now. Now you know. So when people came out here to try to destroy me and try to tear me down and take things from me that wasn't for them to take, God is good because he saved me. He saved me from me and he saved me from them. So what they thought they were going to take from me, how they thought I was going to lose, I actually won. Okay? I could have just listened to the first time. If we could have just listened the first time, yeah. Hello, Live, Laugh, and Love. How are you doing? I do, Tila, remember that what he takes, what he, I ain't got my glasses on, y'all. And the terrors in the Bible, yes, obedience is a lot easier, says Chris. Good morning, Inclusion Guru. Can you see my name? Yes, Inclusion, I can see you. I can see you guys. I wonder if evilness has always been in these folks so people became evil. You know what? It comes in two folds. There are people that are going to just be pure evil, and there are people that get into situations, and when you start to consume, allow yourself in things, you put yourself in a place where you're listening, you're eating it, you're listening to it, you're seeing it, and two things are going to happen. You're either going to be so consumed with it that you become a part of it and become a player in it for a minute or maybe a while. Or maybe sometimes sometimes you're just dealing with pure evilness. But it all unfolds in the wash and eventually, because those that are good at heart, those that are good are going to realize at some point, and sometime or some sooner, some later, that this is not of you. This is not who you are. And you have to, and sometimes you want to play a little longer, and you play until you can't play no more. And two things will happen. Either it's going to destroy you, or you're going to wake up and you're going to hit that burn, you hit that flame, that fire. Because when you touch fire and flame, you're going to feel it. It's going to be so hot, you're not going to play no more. And trust me, when that flame hits your butt and you feel it, you don't want to play no more. I don't want to play no more. I don't see inclusion. I was on her chat. I think I'm blocked. Tell her, hey, Angel inclusion. Angel Mom can't see you. It's a lot of wasted time knowing you should have been in that spot in the first place. Yes. Charge it all facts. What charges say? Inclusion Guru. Angel Mom says she can't see you, but I see you. Yes, you get involved and you can't see the forest through the trees. Most definitely. You get consumed. And with the consumption, you get, you got people in the chat, edging you on. And I can say this for my chat that I had. The majority of people did try and did come and say, justice, hold back. Justice, fall back. I can't take nothing from y'all because a lot of you guys came in my chat and tried and was like, oh, hold on, Justice. I got to acknowledge that. A lot of people came in my chat and said, hold on, Justice, that hole will fall back. Justice, you know that ain't you. Justice, I can't lie. A lot of you going to learn today will show up. People that would come in my chat that I would see make you swallow and go, shit. You didn't make you swallow because you know they know better. You know that they're looking at you, but you like, shit, I'm going to just go for it anyway. But trust me, when some of you guys walked in my chat, I swallowed. Like, damn, Gamma, make you swallow. Inclusion will make you swallow. You gonna learn that they'll make you swallow. A few of you guys will make you swallow. And they're like, oh, God, I need to go in a different direction with this. Oh, block two. I guess I don't see her. Yeah, charge it to the game. But I see you, Inclusion Guru. Let me check. I'm definitely not blocked. Says, hey Cassandra, how you doing? Good morning. So a lot of people will come in your chat that conscious wise, that they're there and they kind of know they don't know you, but they know that this is probably not of you. So they try to give you a little bit of warning. They try to let you, hey, fall back, pull back, slow down. But you're making a decision as an adult. And you go for it. Like hell no, I'm riding this wave today. I'm riding this out, and you do it. Yeah, I've noticed the truth is being revealed, and the lies too told have been proven to be lies. The accusers have been exposed and now have no good content. Most definitely, Karen Morton, because I'm gonna tell you this: if you don't think people in this sector will not lie and make it feel so true, I can tell you, don't worry, because I can come out here and I can break every lie down that was told on me, from everything that was said about me, what I do, what I make, and everything. I can come out here and lay it out. I choose not to. I can come out here and challenge every lie with official documents. And I've done it before, but I don't have to. I've come out here and laid documents out. People are going to believe what they want to believe, even with the documents before them. So why am I going to come out here with any more documents when people are going to believe, not because you have the proof, but because who they support? They don't give a damn about your documents. They don't give a damn about your official documents. That ain't what it's about. It is not about you coming out here, laying out official documents and saying, I can prove everything you say is a lie. Because that's not what they want. It's not about you. It's about who they support. And that's where you gotta let go, you know what? Let it go. I don't have to come out here and bring no official documents because guess what? I'm good. I am good. It seems in the beginning I'd get a kiki here and there with the cussing, but learning these people want to find people, fight folks, and unbelievers. Not funny. No, that's not funny anymore. It's not funny. It's not funny. The threats, the wanting to go to folks' homes and houses and communities, wanting to go. We've heard it before. It's been happening, but it's to an extent now that it's scary. It's scary because it's scary. It's scary because it's being amped up even more, and it's being condoned. And once it's condoned and funneled and fueled, not only by verbal support, by monetary support, and it's going to happen. When it's being funneled by not only cheers and laughter and monetary support, that we're going to go, it's like a mob mentality. It's like you can have a mob mentality. You call everybody to arms and people are getting together to go march. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you really thinking that is the right thing to do as grown adults out here, that we're going to go somewhere that we should be going and we're going to have this? What? Is anybody? But that's the tribal. It becomes tribal in nature. Not at all, Tilo. These people are attacking children with whole 9 yards. It's evil as f. Beautiful heel, so true but so sad. Happy Mother's Day, TMC. Says just, hey, my Granny K, how you doing? Um, we have realized that some of these people are alone, and that is their only source of entertainment. So I don't fault the subscribers because this is the highlight of their day. You know what, Tilo? I look at it in both ways. Some people are lonely as well, and they need this. They're a part of something. They become a part. Sometimes loneliness, maybe just age in general, being a part of something, feeling when somebody starts to endearment, and a form of manipulation. I called and I said it on TMC. Thank you. Who's that? Laverne, thank you for the Happy Mother's Day. Appreciate that. It's a term of endearment where if I come and I make you feel a part of something, and thank you, Laverne, once again, and for the high five. Thank you. I'm sorry, I'm trying to teach this. I told someone the other day that I'm embarrassed by grown adults, especially the ones that are so much older than me. I should be looking up to you. I'm embarrassed for a lot, for me, myself, and I as well. And you know, it's sometimes I guess what we're looking at when you time do terms of endearment and you make people feel apart. Some people don't have family, they don't have anybody else. And if they do, they may still be lonely. And so when you make them feel and encourage them to feel a part of something, you call them mama, brother, sister, uncle, auntie, all those terms of endearment, and you bring them in, and you wind them in, and you wind them in, and you wind them in. Now they become a part of a unit. It's almost like bringing gang members in. Remember how gang recruit people, how they recruit the young people. Sometimes you got young people out there with nobody. They don't have any friends, or they may be lonely, afraid. So what do? You give them a family. You make them feel, you take care of them, you give them endearment, you make them feel protected. You make them feel a part of something. And it works almost like a cult, a tribe, and gangs, right? And it's manipulation. And you make people feel that they can't be without you. Or you go, if you don't feel, it's almost like the clique in the school, right? If you wanted to be a part of the IT club, the it girls, the it boys, the it clubs, right? You don't want to be outside the it club. You don't want to feel like you by yourself. If that mentality is how people get grouped up. It's like think about 2000, think about the 2020, what happened with Trump and the people marching on the damn Capitol. Or think about that. What happened? All those people weren't a part of that. But some people all of a sudden got caught up in it. And they found themselves like, ooh, yeah, well, I want to go too. A lot of people were just sitting there minding their business. But when the crowd got loud and everybody was going, yes, 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 you get that fever going, right? That's how you get mob mentality. That's how you get people lynching people that were minding their business. And all of a sudden, you got the whole crowd up on the street. Now you got a mob out here. You got mob mentality, and everybody's going to march along, and they're all going to do some stupid stuff, and don't even know why they got there and how we got here, right? They don't even know how they got there. Hell, I was just sitting there listening to the president, and all of a sudden, I'm inside this damn building beating up on people. How that happened? Same thing on YouTube. You don't know how you got here, but you know you willing to go to jail for people. You know you willing to go to jail for people. You know you willing to lose your soul. You know you willing to risk your whole biscuit. You willing to risk everything. You willing to go the distance. You willing to put your hands on people for somebody that never ever even knew you. You willing to go put your hands on. You willing to get in a car, get on a plane, get in transportation, and go to somebody and put your whole life on the line. People have done it. We've seen it. We've seen it. We seen a man drove all around Las Vegas until he unalived two people. But he had some evilness in him anyway. He was a bad character anyway. So you got people in here that are truly bad characters. But he had a bunch of people following him, encouraging him as well. But I guarantee you those people fall back. Some fell back and probably some still encouraging him. As he's sitting in jail right now, about to face his life for the rest of his life in prison. Evil have fans. The devil have fans. Evilness have fans, y'all. Y'all don't think evilness have fans? There are people, why you think? Evilness have fans. Okay? Evilness have fans. Right? It has been proven that that was motivated by the ops, says Karen. What are ops? Let's see. I can see evilness in this mess too. So right, it's evilness. It's pure evilness. And unfortunately, for some people have to. I don't know how far some people are willing to go before they realize how much they're willing to lose. Um, and like I said, I'm glad I woke up. I'm glad that I was able to uh, go through what I had to go through, and was able to be given an opportunity to do more and more what's right. Not that I was completely a horrible channel, but I know for a fact that I made some mistakes um, on this channel. Um, and sometimes you got to look at the fuel. You got to look at the fuel. What was fueling your channel? Look at when you look at a fire. What fire needs is oxygen, right? And it also needs what fuels it, oxygen, and what materials fueling it, right? Um, so it's so as long as it's being fueled and provided air and breathing, it's going to be what it is until it's no longer. Right, bringing the incident from January 6th is not bringing politics into a convo, but I think an analogy on point is just explain how people are easily go to flow and follows. That's what I'm doing, Tilo, because a lot of people that was there January 6th had no intent to be a part of it. They were there because they wanted to hear what the president had to say, but they got caught up. Just how easy just how easily people can get caught up. You got a great speaker. You ever have people can move people or just by giving a great speech? You know how people have been lynched by somebody get up on a podium and just say da 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 da, and everybody get uprising, and some people just get in the flow and they get into it and they don't even realize how they got into it, but yet they're going marching with the lynch mob to go lynch the person. Okay, now Orange Sky have the signal and they went. But I don't believe everybody there had that intention. I really don't. I hear you too, Chris, but I don't think Everybody there had the intention of going to hurt people, but they got caught up in the moment. They got caught up in whatever was told to be doing, and they're like, "Oh, okay." And then you got people chanting, and you get into it, and all of a sudden you in it too. You going, you know. Have a good day, everyone. Says Karen Martin. Happy Mother's Day, Sorette, and that's Black Coffee Nah. Everyone have a great day, rest of the day, and happy Mother's Day. You too. Um, Attacking innocent family members that have absolutely nothing to do with evil that comes out of their mouths. Keep praying for prayers. Is this have absolutely nothing to do with the evilness that attacking innocent family members that has absolutely nothing to do with the evilness that connects coming out of their mouths. Praying for real prayers, change things, most definitely. But there's a lot of evilness when the continued attack on children, um, deceased loved ones, or it's just a form of evilness that if you it is still some form of evilness out here, and I'm just gonna say it is, regardless of their intent, they still did it. That's where they messed up, most definitely. And that's what I'm saying, Chris. That's what I'm saying, because in the end you still did that. Even though your intent, you may not understand how you got there. You got into it. You're going to suffer the consequences. That's no excuse for you not to suffer the consequences for what your actions were. You may have went there just to listen to the president. So I'm agreeing with you on this, Chris. I may have went there just to listen to the president, but because I took extra steps, he may have said, go march. And I could have used my common sense and go, no, why am I going there? That's what are we going to do there? And when I got there and I saw that, wait a minute, we're not supposed to go in there. Oh, but I'm going. Oh, wait a minute, we're not supposed to be hitting people, but I'm going to hit somebody. First of all, every step you took it more from just the intent to action, right? So it started out innocent. You listening to the president. That's who you like. That's who you voted for. But the minute he told you to do something, your whole thing just changed. He may have told you to march over there. Okay, you march. Okay, I'm going to march. But then if they tell you, well, go in and commit a crime, break in, because you can't just walk in. So now you have to break in. You're now committing crimes. It took a lot of mental restraint, and it's draining. Most definitely. Y'all, hell no, I'm going home. I was on the verge of crossing that invisible line. The scary part is I have the resources to carry out. My quietness taken for weakness, but I'm fat, but I am far from it. Let me tell you what, Angel Mom, a lot of people don't realize who we are, who some people are out here. And because the quiet ones, the ones that are quiet, a lot of people don't make a lot of noise because they know their capabilities. You don't have to announce what you are able to do, who you are. And that's the difference between somebody that can be more dangerous than somebody that barks. Okay? You can see a barking dog. A barking dog's warning you. Is that dang on that? Let me tell you. Is that dang on what that dog is called? Doberman Pinschers? Is that dang on Doberman Pinscher sitting in that corner waiting for you to come in that yard? He ain't doing nothing. All he gonna do is just creep. All right. There's a difference between a barking dog and a dog just sitting there watching you. You think it won't be you? Yeah. You understand? As adults, I don't understand as adults how we think. I've been out here. Like I've told y'all, I'm a person that have faced life and death. I don't have to come out here and just, but I also have the blessed understanding is that I can't beat everybody. I'm not going to be able, just because I say it, don't mean it. Just because I think that I can beat up everybody, no, you can't. Just because you think you can get out here and take somebody's life or you have the capability, you don't know that. If you think like a child, you act like a child. If you think that you can get out here and top everybody just because you say it, that you will always have the first hand, that somebody gonna allow you to walk up on them, somebody's gonna allow you to hurt them. I don't understand that. I don't understand at some point how as adults that you think that you can beat everybody, you can always win in a fight, whether it be with hands or weapons. How you actually believe that as adults? Who leads you to believe that because, hey, I think TMC, going back to what you said, sometimes your friends that's sitting in the car with you, remember I told you guys, slap them friends in the car with you? The one that's sitting in the car with you sometimes, your friend can put you in situations that you could never get out of. You got to be careful with the people that are beside you because you sitting there and you got people amping you up and you sitting up there like, oh shit. A lot of people have ended up losing their life because of so-called friends amping them up. So-called people supposed to have their back instead of bringing them down, they amp them up. We call them sent-offs. And I've seen sent-off in prison get destroyed because of the people thinking that, they want to be the strong one. They want to prove to people that they can do this. So here comes the friend. Here comes the so-called friends. The so-called I got your back amping you up. Yeah, you got him, go get him. And they sitting back. Yeah. Sent off. Be too old to be damn sent offs out here. We are too old to be sent offs out here. We are too old. We 40 to 150 out here. Why are we allowing ourselves to be sent offs? Huh? Why are we allowing ourselves to be sent off? We're too old for that. We're too old to be sitting out here wanting to be sent offs. Okay? Stop allowing people to send you off. Okay? People, okay, sending you off, making you believe you can beat up everybody in the world. And you sitting up there, yeah, I'm going to go do it. And we sitting back. Hey, Chris. Chris laughing. Yeah, I'm telling y'all. We too old to be sent off. Angel Mount, still quiet waters run deep. Hall, if you hear me. What, Angel? TMC, what you say? Hey, I'm old vibe. How are you? Yeah, we too old to be sent offs out here. She's too old. Too old. 40 to 150. We doing too much out here to be sent off. Okay? At my age, I thought I heard all the cussing and did the 3 year, three-way calling and being two-faced and fighting. But this here, child, we are too old to pull up, and their children learn to. They children learn to. I ain't trying to do none of that. Look at what happened here in Ken Bay, y'all. Look at this. Let me tell you what. Y'all heard what happened here in South Carolina at the Publix, at the Ken Bay. 17-year-old and two 16-year-old goes in the public yesterday or the day before yesterday, walk into a public supermarket looking for a target. The 17-year-old he sees the boy, he takes out his weapon and starts lighting up the target, y'all. He shoots the boy multiple times, shoot a mother with her children, and shoot a Publix employee. He's now facing, at 17, he's now being charged as an adult and facing 3 counts of attempted murder. And guess what? His little 16-year-old friends that were behind him when he walked in the store, they locked up in juvenile. Now think about it as adults. Think about it as adults. We all jumping on, we all going someplace. And now we're talking about kids not having restraints. We're talking about these are kids. They don't have the restraints that we should have at 50, 40, and 150. We're talking about children that don't have a bird, that still don't have the restraints. But look at what we're dealing with as adults that don't have the restraints to make good decisions. To think it's okay to do half of the stuff that we're doing out here. To want to get in cars and vehicles and trains and automobiles and and do the most utmost crazy stuff. That's childlike. Where's the restraint? Where is the restraint? Where's somebody to say, hey, including Guru, saw your live the other day. Where is somebody in the audience saying, hey, hold up, stop, wait a minute. That ain't a good idea. See those two kids that went with that 17-year-old? They're young, they're stupid, they're silly. Somebody didn't teach them better. But at 50, 40, 30, 150, we should know better. Yes, setting you off to set you up to 49 to 150 year old damn. A bunch of senile folks, please sit down in your rocking chair and quote something. No boundaries at all. Anything goes. We're at a point where we should have some boundaries. Something should click in and say, wait a minute. Even if I don't care, at some point, if it's in you, something is going to step up and say, wait a minute, somebody hold up, this ain't a good decision. This ain't the right thing to do. We going too far. But there's nobody. There's nobody. Nobody to say, hey, not a good decision. Well, you can say, is anybody can say, well, I did try? Is anybody out there can say, well, I did try to communicate that? I did try to speak to them. I did try to help. I did try to give them warnings. Is there anybody, happy Mother's Day, thank you. Is there anybody out there, anybody, I'm Heart This, thank you, I'm Angel Mom. Thank you, happy Mother's Day to you as well. Happy Mother's Day. Is anybody out here that can be brave enough to say to a person that you care about as a content creator, because we're going to put some of the responsibility on a little bit of everybody. Supporters, subscribers, because we got subscribers that are supporters, then we got subscribers that are curious, then we got subscribers that are just, You know what I say? You got different types of subscribers now. You got supporters, you got watchers, and then you got the ones that support in different ways. Which one are you? I think we know better, but why is there a but? I don't know. I don't know. But the boundaries at some point should kick in. But if it's not there, because then again, life lessons, some people have never learned boundaries, even as adults. Okay? Even as adults, there are adults that have never learned boundaries. Right? That's why they have bad relationships. That's why they get into relationships that are unsafe. And that's why they put themselves sometimes in relationships that are not good, whether it be relationship with a partner or even relationships on YouTube, because of the lack of boundaries never learned. When you don't learn boundaries, at some point, if you don't know what they are, and you just in it because I just want to be a part of it, and no boundaries kick in, you can be led around like a dog with by your nose. That's because of lack of boundaries, and that's because you lack of what is the word I want to use? Um, Sometimes it's just not having confidence in yourself. Sometimes it's just uh, low self esteem. Wanting to be a part of something, never being a part of something. Lack of boundaries can include, as a child, even into adulthood, even into full grown adults at 40 to 150. You're willing to do anything to be accepted or be a part of it. In the sense of right and wrong don't step in, the sense of at some point in time, if it never steps in, what's wrong? Well, I guess I'm a little naive because why don't we know boundaries? Because some were never taught sereneness. Being Unfortunately, we start to establish boundaries even as very young children when we learn to say no. Learning to say no, establish boundaries, right? And what's the first thing a little child learns to do? What's the first thing a child will tell you at the age of 2? Maybe if they're talking at the age of 1 and you want something, what's the first thing they learn to tell you? No, mine, no, mine. So we start as toddlers, we start establishing boundaries, right? No, mine. But as we get older, what happens? Uh, we start telling, and I said this before, when we start correcting those things within our kids, and we say you can't say no, right? They start to say no, right? That's the first time starting the boundaries. Little kids saying no, mine, no, stop. But we lose those as we get older based on how we're raised in our family, right? Sometimes our parents say, be quiet. Don't tell me no. You can't tell me no. And we start to build that silence. We start to silence our kids, right? We start to sometimes break those boundaries down, even in our own household, without having letting people be vocal, expressing themselves. Expressing yourself respectfully, allowing your child through as they grow up to establish those boundaries, but sometimes we shut them completely down. You never gonna say we talk about it. We ain't gonna never talk back to our parents. But even as we get older, our experiences in life, as we become young adolescents, we start to reestablish as we meet people. But sometimes people don't ever establish those boundaries because maybe certain types of maybe mental illness, or even maybe just verbal abuse, physical abuse in the home starts in the home, and then it goes on to relationships outside of the home, and they grow into it, and they become adults without boundaries. They become adults that try to please people. They become what don't establish relationships very well. Just as the way you handle that by apologizing and accepting boundaries, y'all are the type of people I want to be around, honest with feelings and brave. Thank you, Tilo. I appreciate that. Chris, we can carry on a combo and respect opinions and boundaries. Yes. And this is what happens. You will have adults that are my age and older that never establish boundaries. They don't know how to say no. They don't know how to say enough. They don't know how to, and this is not only in relationship with partners, a husband, wives, or boyfriend, girlfriends, even with their kids. The boundaries have never been set, established, or learned. People boundaries are often learned through life, from adult, from toddlers to all through life. People stay in relationships because of fear about no boundaries. How many people will accept something and will get into a relationship and let everything they of themselves go, right? All right, you have your independence, right? You have yourself, you have your independence, and all of a sudden you get into a relationship and everything about you let go to please another person. You don't want to be with your friends anymore. If you had any, you lose your identity. You don't want to go out with your girlfriends anymore. You don't hang with your family. This person tells you can't do this, you can't do that. You can't. All the boundaries are gone in order to remain your self confidence and your low self may have low self esteem, and you want to please the person, and you let everything about you go. You establish no boundaries. You establish no boundaries at all. I'm not willing, because what will people do? People will treat you the way you allow them you to treat them. People will treat you the way you allow them to treat you. So if you don't set up the boundaries, if you don't set this is what I'm willing to take, just like when I established my boundaries, what I was willing to do and what I wasn't willing to do, and I wasn't going to fold on it, that's my boundaries. I established my boundaries. I stand firm on my boundaries, and nobody was going to make me change it because that's who I am. So when you set your boundaries and you're not willing, you can be flexible on a lot of things, but if you steadfast on this is what who I am and this is not what I'm willing to do to please anybody, those are your boundaries. At some point, you will establish those boundaries because that's on your strength. Five, okay, I remember you saying you like to garden and enjoy. Absolutely. Because we can carry on a common respect opinions and boundaries, yes. So, I just think that I think it's a lack of boundaries, established boundaries. I think it's out here people not willing to set their boundaries if they have any, and if they don't have any, then it's a free fall. It's a free fall. I think for me personally, falling back on everything that I know growing up, falling back on the values, my values, my core values, falling back on my belief system, my core belief system helps, right? We all may be in the wilderness for a moment, but we all know where we came. Some of us know where we came from. Again, whose we are, who we are, and we got that in us. I don't care. Some of us can get off the path for a minute, but somehow we gonna find our fitting. And that's the same thing for our kids sometimes. What we put in them, what we plant in them. Thank you. Who is that? I always say it. I was telling my niece the other day, nurture, nurture. Thank you, Tri-Cal. Nurture. Happy Mother's Day to you as well. Nurture. That is in your child that you see that is good, right? Because because when you start to plant those seeds, when you start to plant those good values, those values, and those our belief systems and how we grow up, and you start to nurture and plant those seeds, those things are actually going to come out of those kids. And I've given y'all examples of how things have planted seeds of we nurture, we plant them, and some of the seeds may become flowers, and some of them may become weed, and you have to weed them through. But eventually, I can say this: all the seeds that were planted by my family, by my mom and my dad, and all of us, and all of the children, and some bloom earlier and some bloom later, but they bloom. And sometimes you may have weeds for a while, and but you see things that were planted. You'll see it in your kids, and you'll see it in your family. And like I said, I've had the pleasure of watching what my father and my mother did come through all of us, through all the kids, all the boys and the girls. And I'm not saying we're perfect, and I'm not saying we didn't make mistakes in life, but I can tell you this: everything that my mom and dad instilled and we saw within them, how they worked, how they believed, it showed up. It showed up. So thank you for the $4.99. Who's that? Grateful. It came through. And it came through in the 30s for my brothers in 40s. You know, what was nurtured, what was planted didn't spring out. My brother didn't get his master's until he was close to 50 or 50, and now he's working on his doctorate. And this is the one that dropped out of school his freshman year of college. But he always knew how important education was to my mom. So he went back and now he's working on his doctorate. My other brother's working on his business. Me doing what I love to do purposefully. I can't complain. I can't complain. I think my mom and my dad look down and they can look at all of our kids and go, all of the kids that are left here and go, and their grands and go, I have a lot to be proud of. They have a lot to look down and be proud of. And I'm glad I'm able to make my mom know and my dad look down and said, yeah, you knew better. You know, I know that they can look down and they can be proud of all of us, all of their kids, knowing that they did well. And they don't have to worry. And I'm so happy. So, and in the end, that's what matters to me. Um, Thank you, Chris. That's right. Karen, 100%. Relationships broken because of who like or support. Shake my head. Yeah. But you know, the relationships, I always say, relationships that are built not on solid, this is my belief. In establishing a relationship, you have to have something in common. And it has to be more in common than just the BS that I'm not liking a person. If you're not able to build a relationship based on true getting to know a person outside of the YouTube, if everything you like a person is just based on the BS, I'm not liking another person on the strengths. And I'm going to say this again. If your relationship is just based on you not liking a person just because they don't like somebody else, that's the strengths of your relationship. And you don't know nothing else. You don't get to know anything else. And I'm not just being surface level. I'm talking about outside. What do I really enjoy? Do we have a cup of coffee together? Do we have dinner? Do we talk? Everything. What more do you know about me? And what you know about me is not going to be used against me. Because I don't want a relationship with anybody that if I get to know you and what I share with you is going to be used against me. I can't trust that as a relationship. I can't trust that. If I know I want to build a relationship with trust. I want a relationship with trust. I want to have a relationship with substance. I want to know that if we ever get to a point, because when you go into a relationship, ask yourself, why are you revealing so much so early, so soon? That's the first thing in having a healthy relationship is giving time to build that relationship. Because manipulation of a relationship is somebody getting so much information from you or you giving too much information. Okay? I was conclusively shocked that the support was based on someone else's approval. Lesson learned, most definitely. Oh, it was a lesson learned. And so grateful a lesson. Thankful and grateful. Sometimes lessons are the best things in the world. Sometimes that experience, I think I can break it down. I can't remember what it is, but lessons and experience, oh, sometimes you just got to say, thank you, God, thank you. Yep, it may have hurt. Yeah, you learned some, what you learned may have pitched, but then you in a better place. Lesson learned. Well, hopefully, then God won't make that mistake again. But like I said, you know, what is it? Why do you feel the need to share so much about yourself to a person you just met? And I mean, you share the whole kit and caboodle. Okay? Why? Again, two forms of manipulations: sharing too much or asking a person to share too much. Pay attention. Okay? You voluntarily sharing, and then the person asking you for so much information in the beginning of a relationship, right? Pay attention. Um, once you've been bitten, once you've been bitten, how many more bites you gonna take? Snake bite can be the first bite can be deadly. Okay? I Relationships built on the like of a person and of somebody else's. Get to know a person. Your relationships, there are two things, there are four things I believe, if I remember, the need to reestablish a friendship, a real good friendship. Okay? Commitment, vulnerability. I gotta get the other two. Um, Having things in common, really just the person in general, right? What do you like about this person? What is it that you feel about this person? Respect. You got to respect the person. If the relationship is not built on respecting the person, who they are, you don't like the person, you don't respect the person, but yet you're gonna try to establish a relationship with them. See, a lot of these relationships out here are built just solely on the strength of not liking somebody else. It's fueled just by I don't like somebody you don't like. I don't know who you are. I never got to know you. I'm willing to die for you. I'm willing to go to jail for you. I'm willing to fight for you. I'm willing to take a bullet for you. I want to do everything for you, but I know nothing really about you other than you don't like this person. But I'm willing to do everything I wouldn't even do for my own damn family. I'm willing to do everything for you that I'm not even willing to do for my dang self. I'm going to take a bullet. I'm going to go to jail. I'm gonna lose my whole life because we don't like the same person. Ask yourself if that makes sense. But in a tribal mind, it does. In a tribe mind, it does. Because that mind is one mind. So what I say today don't impact tribe minds because they're not gonna see it. That's that tribal mindset. It's hard. It's hard. It's almost like cult-like. You're not going to have that impact when you're not going to have that impact on minds like or cult-like or tribe-like. When it's set in, it is set in. Okay. All right. You have to have the person that you have to be strong. You have to be already have some type of boundaries, already have some type of willingness to know do right from wrong. But if it's not there, it's not. It doesn't matter. When you bought in, when you have put all your stakes everything into it, it doesn't matter. You're going to go to jail for this person. You are going to lose everything for this person and these people out here. You're willing to lose everything. You're willing uh, to lose your life. You're willing to stake everything on it just to belong. Florida Department of Law Enforcement and Florida Department of Education are pro sexual abuse and are so prosecutors are in the state of Florida is not a safe state. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Minerva, okay. Okay. I don't know a lot about what's going on in Florida in regards to that. Okay. I think, okay. Minerva, don't start spamming my chat because that looks like what you're doing. Okay. I'm trying to read what you're talking about, but don't spam my chat. Okay. Because I'm not familiar with what you're talking about, but thanks for the information. If I get an opportunity, I'll look into it. What's up, Tri Cal? I was honest and shocked that the support was based on someone else's approval. Lesson learned. Yeah, yeah. But we'll do better. We're getting better. I promise. Like I said, all of this stuff right here, the well's gonna run dry on a lot of it because it will. Most of it is going to come full circle. Most of it is going to have to be reckoned with because choices have to be made, and people is willing. How far are you willing to go? That's what it is. You're going to have to either ante up, right? You're going to have to produce sooner or later. And once people start to produce, there's a lesson to be paid. There's going to be prices to be paid, right? You're going to have to pay the price. So sooner or later, you talk it up, it's going to come to tuition. If you keep talking up, you're going to have to put it forth. You're going to have to answer. Either you're going to have to do what you say you're going to do, or you're just going to have to be playing the game the entire time. And it's going to come from circle. But so many times, as you said, inclusion guru, people are going to go to the well. The well itself, and I said a long time ago, the well is going to come dry. The well is going to dry. There is, hey, ain't run but so deep. And unfortunately, what is the price you're willing to pay in general for it? How much are you willing to pay? Because right now, I look at it, people are willing to lose everything based on relationships that are not even fully even out there. If I really wanted to establish real friendships, and these friendships that I have out here on YouTube, I appreciate, but if you really wanted to get to know somebody on a different level, you build that trust, you make contact outside, and you get to trust that person and know that there is no nefarious type of intent. Somebody willing, what are they willing to do? Why? Because when you see somebody keep doing the same thing and same thing over and over again, what do you learn? What have you learned? How can I build a relationship on people willing to continue to hurt people with information gathered? I don't want anybody, any friendships where people are willing to gather information on me only to be used against me. I don't want that type of relationship. I don't want relationships where I can't trust, where I have to question everything you do. I'd rather be alone. If I have to question your intentions, then there's an issue. Anytime you have to start questioning people's intentions in a relationship, anytime people show you who they are, believe it. Anytime people show you who they are, you got to believe it. Just as you're almost 10 years older than me, and I appreciate your wisdom. I've grown in your um, chat, real talk. Thank you. And I'm still growing because lessons continues to be learned. And I appreciate that inclusion, Guru. Okay? Because when you stop learning, when you stop entering different rooms, what happens? Always got to step in different areas and different rooms to learn, continue to learn. Once you gather in one room, move to another. Keep learning. That's what I always taught, keep learning. Because when you stop, doctors learn all the rest of their lives. You know that, right? Doctors, teachers, we learn every day. People that have certain jobs got to learn different skills, different information, different changes in the laws, changes in teaching. We never stop learning. Teachers will never stop learning. Doctors will never stop learning. Nurses will never stop learning. There's always new things coming down to enhance, to build new skills. We never stop learning. When we in a place where we don't learn anymore and we stuck, I'm so thankful to be in a career where I've always had to learn. I always have to meet new people, learn new ideas, practice new skills. Come on. Come on. Come on. How are we going to establish these real friendships? I've seen some real friendships out here that I paid attention to that I know grew out from YouTube. You can start on YouTube. Can you have a relationship? Can you meet people on YouTube and any social media platform and build a genuine friendship? Yes. Yes, you can. But there has to be, both persons have to be willing to be honest with good intent, trust. You have to, when you go on meet and greets, like I said, I'm willing to go on a meet and greet, but I'm going to be very honest, limited. That can happen here is no, it can happen if there's no ill intent. Yes. If there's no ill intent and you're willing to be honest, take the time to get to know the person, leave the you outside of what's going on. If every time you meet and the only thing you can talk about is how much you hate this other person and how much you want to destroy the other content or subscribers, then ask yourself where this going at. Because all we do is talking about the other person and we ain't learning nothing about each other. And if we learn about each other, what we getting the information for? Is it just to get to really know you or to impact your life later when we have mad day? Uh-huh. See? Is this mad day or what? That can happen. So yeah, life learners. That's most definitely life learners. When we continue to learn. And I'm proud to say I'm willing and open every day to learn new things about people, human, never stop. And the only thing it can do is make you a better person. Because I promise you, the things I've learned on this YouTube channel in the past year or so have made me come to a realization, step it up, step it up. Brought me closer to my God, closer than I ever, if I could ever be any closer. It definitely brought me closer to my God. It brought me closer to where I want to be in life and everything else. And I am at a mind and a peace that I can come out here truly and say, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And yeah. Yeah. I have a friend from Facebook that's because that we became good friends, but just be your friend to go along with your evil intent to harm, belittle, and destroy. Nah, bye. Nah, it has to be more. It shouldn't even be on that. If you may come together over something maybe silly, And but if you don't establishing anything outside of that, and it's always going to be on BS, because sometimes you meet people in the most craziest ways, but you can also build something from it and realize, hey, you know what? I like you too. You know, really, what's going on outside of Facebook? What's going on? You know, what do you have in common? You know, what do you like to cook? You like to do this? You like to do that? And really build strong relationships. It can be done. It can be done. You know, and it has been done, and it continues to be done. But if you know the people that are out here willing to destroy you based on just wanting to know, get information on you, be wary. Be wary. Be wary. Yeah, be wary because I don't know how many. I don't know. I'm gonna leave that right there. Okay, puppy. What's up, Kobe? You talking? What you need? Them cold blue eyes looking at me. Yeah, be wary, y'all. Just be wary. And that's all I have to say. And and be happy. I'm gonna be happy out here, y'all. I'm so in a good place. I'm so happy, and um like I said, it just feels good. It feels so good. And it feels good when I'm watching other people just in their place of happiness and growing, and um you know, I'm happy that my eyes are allowing me to see even better, even greater content out here. And there's so much good content out here. And I want to welcome in the content creators that are here. We got TMC, we got Beautifully Healed, we got Inclusion Guru, we have Granny K in the house, Suretness K-pop in the house, Suretness in the house. We got so many great content creators that are bringing great content. Angel Mom, be building her channel. I'm gonna be building my channel as well. And like I said, good content is out here. Coming to share you guys my journey as I evolve and transition, and just the mindset. And it may not be for everybody, and I don't need um, permission to be where I am, and I'm just happy to share where I am. I'm coming right now, boy. I'm coming. I got you. What time is it? Let me see what time it is. Yeah, he got me on the schedule like a baby. What's the next thing on the schedule? Like lunchtime, break time, nap time. Hey Kobe, yeah, he got me on like what's next? I done got his frozen treat. I made him some. I broke up some like bacon and some little bit of kibbles and stuff, a little bit of peanut butter and some of his puppy food and some bacon and some stuff, and I mixed it up and I froze it and put it in his cone. So I'm about to let him come out, and he's gonna have his treat in just as a mid. I don't know what time it is. What time is it, y'all? And give him his maybe mid morning or midday treat, and then we'll go for a walk after that. But yeah, we are doing good. Kobe and I are doing really good. Chris says, "Hey, Kobe." Say hello. Kobe, say hi. Say hi. So you just gonna look at me. You're not gonna say hi. You being stubborn. Kobe, say hi. Hello. All right then. Don't say nothing again then. If you ain't gonna say hi now, Don't say nothing when I'm talking. You hear me? Don't do me like that. Dang, Kobe. Kobe won't. Kobe's not gonna say hi. He's looking at me like, no, you just well come and give me my treat. Y'all, he watches me. I promise you. I go to make his treat. He knows when I pick up his calm, and the moment I go to where the puppy food is, he starts barking. I'm like, nope, you're not getting this now. This is for later in the day. So I make his little treat up, and he's barking like, I can hear you putting water. I can hear the water. I can hear the bag. I can hear the spoon. You're making my peanut butter treat. See? See? See, he knows what I'm talking about. He knows. Now listen at him. Pump cups. Oh, somebody say just get whipped cream. Whipped cream. See, he knows. He hears me talking about water. See? See? He knows what I'm talking about. He knows what I'm talking about. Smart puppy. Smart Kobe, right? Smart Kobe. Right? I'm so happy with my puppy, y'all. I'm glad I kept him. I'm glad I made that decision to keep my puppy. But I'm going to go because Kobe's like, that's enough. I done heard you talk for almost 2 hours. It's my time. So I'm going to go take some time with Kobe, y'all, because he's about to let me know it's my time. Let me up out of here. Yep. So I'm going to go spend some time with Kobe, y'all. I appreciate you, everybody that came in today. Y'all keep it light. Keep be blessed. Be awesome. Happy Mother's Day to those that probably won't be on the channel tomorrow. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. And those that have also mothers that have passed on. Happy Heavenly Mother's Day as well. So y'all be blessed. Be awesome. Be kind. And don't let this YouTube uck it up for you. Stay true to yourself. Um, and just know that it's all going to be okay. No matter what, don't let anybody tell you no better about yourself. You know who you are. And just stay blessed. And I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate y'all. Can't do it without you guys. I appreciate y'all that are standing by, sticking by. And let's keep it real. And keep doing you. And be true to yourself. Okay? This is Justice Reacts. And I'm gone, y'all. Say bye, Kobe. Say bye. Woof, woof, woof. Bye, bye. I'm gone, y'all.